Namaste, Jai Kali, Jai Mahadev, Jai Bharat. I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. Remember, if you're fit and fine, you can take better care of your loved ones. So, before I begin, I hope people are not having Kalidasi phobia or Saraphobia. Yeah, because I had been talking a lot about phobias on my channel. So, today we are going to talk about trypophobia. So, what trypophobia is? So if you see, when you look at honeycomb or when you look at spotted animals or maybe pomegranate or little bubbles that form on the coffee, yeah, coffee or tea or a beer, those little bubbles. I mean, we in particular might not feel and anything. We might just feel okay with all of this, but people suffering from trypophobia, the phobia of holes, you know uh, they they really might have elicit strong feelings of fear, disgust or panic seeing tightly clustered holes, yeah, like those of a honeycomb and those spotted animals, pomegranate, and all of those formations of tightly closed holes, yeah, or maybe it's something that appears to be like that. So they are scared. These people are scared. They have a feeling of fear, disgust, and panic, yeah. So now let us understand what trypophobia is. So as of now, trypophobia, is not a mental health condition recognized by the American Psychiatric Association, nor it is listed in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorder. However, it is recognized as a common condition by many mental health professionals and certainly feels real and sometimes quite troubling to anyone who experiences it. While it's difficult to determine exactly how common trypophobia is, a study published in psychological field or psychological science found that 16% of the participants surveyed exhibited feeling of fear, discomfort, aversion, and disgust while looking at cluster of holes, such of those in a lotus sea pod as well. And I mean, like to tell you all, even I feel a little irked out when I see those tightly closed holes. Honeycomb, no, I don't feel scared. Those tight spots, I don't feel scared, but I do feel scared, some of those pictures on the internet about some wounds being infested. I don't know, those are morphed images, but they have tiny, 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 tiny holes. I do feel scared of that. And, often looking at a bee's eyes magnified, I do feel a little irked out. I don't feel good. I feel a little disgusted looking at that. But I mean, I can bear with it. I mean, it's not that I just go nuts. I can bear with it. But yes, it is something, I mean, like that people have, and we cannot deny. Just because we can manage it, we cannot deny that people don't have problems. People don't have such problems. Yeah. So now, uh, what are the symptoms of trypophobia? So trypophobia is triggered primarily by images, and many people experience symptoms within seconds of viewing these images. Again, it's images of tightly clustered holes that usually cause symptoms, but some people report symptoms based on any image that contains holes or spotted patterns. So yes, I mean, like I do have this feeling of disgust, but I can manage. I can look at it and I can get over it. I don't feel sick. Yeah. So some of the common trypophobia triggers are honeycombs, strawberries, insect eyes, corals, sponges, bubbles, lotus seed pods, cantaloupe, clusters of eyes, spotted animal skin, water condensation, pomegranates. Yeah. So these can trigger. And if you see some of the common emotional and physical reactions reported by people, those who have trypophobia are again, fear, disgust, discomfort, nausea, repulsion, panic, increased heartbeat, itching and creepy crawly skin sensation, sweating, shaking, goosebumps, shortness of breath. Yeah. So and now coming to a little bit understanding what exactly causes trypophobia. So experts, till now experts have not been able to definitely pin down what causes this phobia of holes, but there are some theories and most have to do with human evolution and adaptation. Yeah, the idea is that images of tightly packed, holes are reminiscent, of things that humans have understandably feared: dangerous animals, infectious disease, and that viewing image that looks similar to these elicit uncomfortable feelings in people who have, trypophobia. So I mean, like it's a kind of a fear that is there, that is you can say something which is infectious, or maybe it's a generalized kind of a fear, that it has to be a dangerous animal, or it has to be something infectious if it is tightly packed and, small holes. So I mean, that is one of the theories that is out there. And also, for example, according to research published in Cognition and Emotion, trypophobia may be related to the fear of parasites and infectious diseases, which often present in patterns of closely, clustered together holes, boils, measles, rash, insect bite, body covered in flies, etc. So, this is again another theory, where trypophobia can be, you know fear of, parasites and infectious diseases, and the closely packed pattern, flies buzzing over, insect bites, measles, rashes, those boils all over. So these kind of things, can be the cause of fear. Yeah, I mean, like because see, ideally, if you see, we just want to see, we are used to seeing clean, normal, simple things. But when we see a little bit of mess up, we, again, the brain triggers that it's danger, it's something to look into. It might not be that danger, it might not be, the severity might not be that high, but the brain immediately, triggers that. The brain immediately gets into that defense mode, that this is wrong, this is this. So I mean, like according to me, it's quite a legit kind of a fear. Now if you see, some of the researchers, have also summarized that a photo of holes is related to fear of dangerous animals also. However, other researchers have also found that there are no correlation between the images of venomous animals and trypophobia, but simply that trypophobic images and visual patterns are inherently scary for some people. So it's not for everyone, but for some people. Yeah, like I told you, I don't get irked out, or I don't get scared, or I don't have fear and anxiety when I see honeycomb, or any such patterns. But when I see a zoomed image of the eye of a bee, then it irks me. And also, when I see those morphed images on internet, where those holes are there on the body, an infection is there, and then there are holes and something is coming out, those worms are coming out and all of that, that is what irks me. Or let me tell you, I mean, like I was at one of the beaches. I don't know the location exactly, and there were these cluster of barnacles. Yeah, on one of those. It was a wood, or no, it was not a wood. It was a stone next to the sea, and there was this cluster of barnacles, and from far, you could see it's all tightly packed, some dots, and they were literally moving. That really irked me. That really, I mean, I was really scared. Though I know it is not dangerous and scary, but that tight formation and some movement in it, I think that combination really scared me. I didn't like it. I then felt a little anxious. I then felt a little panicked, and I didn't feel good after watching those cluster of barnacles on that rock. Yeah. So now let's get into a little bit of understanding of how we can treat or manage, trypophobia. So, if you see, uh, if you experience phobias of whole, or I mean, you may be embarrassed to share how you feel. Yeah. I mean, our society is such, and people around us are such that they don't take even a second, and they quickly judge you. Yeah, that you are this, you are that. So that's how, impulsive, crazy environment or society we are in. So often at times we don't even talk about it, but we need to understand, the more we talk about it, the more it is going to help us, and we will be able to understand how other people are managing and how other people are coping up and handling these things. Like I told you, I mean, like, I'm not scared of every, tightly packed holes. I'm not scared of honeycomb. It's fine, it looks okay to me. But when I saw those moving barnacles on a rock, I was really irked out. A zoomed image of the eye of a bee, I don't like it. So I mean, like, it's not that I wouldn't say that I'm like super phobiac towards it, but I don't like it. I don't feel good, and it's absolutely normal. I mean, like, it's absolutely normal to like or dislike things. It's the way how you look at it, but you need to understand that life shouldn't stop because of that like and dislike. Life should keep on moving. Yeah, you might be scared of something, but don't be so scared that it hampers the quality of your life. Yeah, so that you miss on to the good things. Yeah, so I mean, like, because of those barnacles, I didn't stop scuba diving. I didn't stop going to a sea. I still do all of those things. So yeah, but I mean, it irks me out. So that's it. But it shouldn't stop. I mean, like, I see it from distance, and I'm like, okay, I don't go close and start, scraping off. I don't do that. So it's normal to have some kind of a fear or something. I mean, it's absolutely normal. And we should talk about it. And in the moment when we don't talk about it, you know that is the time when depression and anxiety kicks in, and that is where the mess begins. Yeah. So talking is the best way to, handle trypophobia. Yeah. And again, CBT is quite helpful. Some medications can help with those symptoms when you see and it's triggered. Some medications can help. Those anti-anxiety, anti-depression medications might help, but it can just manage, but it won't heal. Healing you can only do if you create new pathways, if you create new thoughts, if you have new visualizations, if you start seeing things in a different way, only then you can get over with it. Medicines won't be curing it, that's a fact. So this was all about trypophobia. So in case if you have it, or if you know someone who's suffering from this condition, do comment below. And it's absolutely normal to have some fear and phobia, but manage it and keep it under control. Don't let it hamper the quality of your life. That is what I would say. I wouldn't say fancy things that, oh no, you can overcome, blah 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 blah. That's all crap. It doesn't work like that. It's just that you need to learn how to manage it and live with it and have a good quality of life. That's it. That's the way out. So please do like, share, subscribe. Take care of yourself. Lots of love and blessing. And talking is the key. Bye.